This is it. Today is the day, the official release of the Air Jordan 3 Reimagined White Cement. And I can't help but think this release may be tainted a little bit, similar to the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found, due to quality control. Again. Now, the mold isn't necessarily on the part of the brand itself. Once it's out of their hands and the supply chain takes over, there's not a whole lot they have control over beyond that point, and I 100% understand that, and I've given them some grace there. But for the quality control on the elephant print, it's not looking too great. Now, we can be realistic that everyone won't suffer, quality control issues. Some people, your pair will be great. It'll be pristine. It'll have no issues with the elephant print. It'll be consistent on each and every single panel that it should be at least consistent in, and then there will be others, and we've seen the pictures floating around. Some of the elephant print may be thin on one shoe, thicker on another shoe. I've also seen it where the leather has more of a tumbled appearance or texture to it versus a smoother texture right in that toe area. And I don't blame consumers for feeling some kind of way, being upset, being disappointed if this turns out to be the case for their pair. Now, I saw something interesting, and maybe we can have a discussion about this later on more in a different video, but someone said quite frankly, well, sneakers is really just fast fashion, and so you guys are expecting perfection and you're not going to get that. And I don't know that I've ever thought about sneakers as just fast fashion, but if you take into account the mass production of these pairs, then they're not really all that off in their perspective and their take. That's just at least my thought. Just go ahead and comment your thoughts below on that specific point there. Also, if you happen to like the videos when you tune in, go ahead and hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And so we know that there are a few options you have if you take an L on a sneaker. It just is what it is, right? You have options. The money is already there, so you could just be patient and wait for a hopeful restock. We don't know that that always happens, but hope for a restock. You could also put that money towards a reach back. Maybe you took an L on any number of pairs that dropped within recent years, and you really want to reach back for that. And if you guys recall in a recent video, I said, hey, I would love to reach back quite possibly for the Chicago, the SB Dunk Low. And I still have that on my mind, and I'll actually have an off-cycle check come in, so I'm debating, do I put towards that, or do I clear out maybe a few other carts of things that have been on sale that I've been waiting to pick up? And quite honestly, some of those are clothing staples I think will be worn a lot more, so I'm going back and forth in my mind of what I'll do. You guys will find out based on whatever hits the channel for sure. But you can always reach back and use that money towards a reach back item, whether it's maybe you catch it below retail, maybe you pay resale. That is solely up to you. You could always just put that money towards another drop that's on the way that you're just as interested in. I understand it may not rank as high if this is your grail, but you could still put it towards that. You could invest it into the market, and I've seen people already say that. For some people, they took an L on the Tiffany Air Force One, and so instead of just letting that money sit there, they actually put it into the market, invested that into index funds, and they understand that compound interest is in their favor with time, and that money will grow again as time goes on. And you guys know I 1000% support that, but I understand that may not be what you want. Maybe you do a hybrid. Maybe you invest some of it, and maybe you spend some of it. Maybe you save, invest, or save and spend. Either way, it is your money, but you have options of what you would like to do with it. Just don't let the L ruin your day. Don't do that. And it's not as if I haven't been salty before about L's. If you guys actually look back, there was definitely a video where I was salty about taking an L on the off-white Prestos when they dropped, the black pair and then the all-white pair. I was rather in my feels about that. Thankfully, I've matured a little bit in that time to not let an L just hold that much, power to just make me feel like, oh my God, this day sucks. It doesn't. You took an L on a shoe, promise that you'll be fine. So go ahead, as always, comment your thoughts below just on the QC in relation to the Air Jordan 3. If you took a W, you already know I'm beyond happy for you, so you can comment that below. We can all celebrate that together with you. And in terms of Fear of God essentials, before we get out of here, this won't apply to everyone because guys, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure you can't really wear kids' clothes like that. But have you stopped and paid attention to some of the kids' items that are available and out? So this will be more so for the ladies, or it also could be for men that may wear extra smalls or smalls in essential. So maybe this is for you guys. The raw knit that just dropped for kids, did you pay attention? It has 0 branding on it whatsoever. That's amazing. And I love it. So I may or may not start dabbling in the kids selections that Jerry has available. Like, I love the fact that the raw knit just has the rubber logo on the back. I really like that. The long coat is also half off. It's $150 versus $300. And I'm interested in exploring that again for the pieces that have more of that aesthetic of mainline, so not a ton of branding, still neutral, still able to pair with so many different things. So I don't know when I'll do that, but you know, sometime soon. I really appreciate you guys tuning in on this Saturday. I hope you have an amazing day. Please understand I am enjoying every bit of it with chocolate chip pancakes and all the sides with bacon, eggs, and sausage from IHOP. So hopefully you have a great weekend. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.